Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So far we have completed the Python object oriented programming. So in my previous video I have taught you about what is class, what is object, what is static method, what is the particular class method, and we saw the how we can create a constructor and init method. So let's move on to the further topics in this video. So in this video I'll be teaching you what is inheritance, single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and multiple inheritance, and we'll be seeing what is diamond problem as well. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel, and you can just check out the description below, so where I have provided this playlist link, so where I have added all the videos over here. You can just see this is the video which I have been added. So this is object oriented programming, so you can just watch over here. Okay, so I'll be providing the link in the description below. So now let's move on to the topics. So that is the single level inheritance. Okay, let's begin with the session. So as in my previous we have seen what is the constructor, and we have seen what is class method, and we have seen what is static method as well, right? So now we'll move on to the further topics in this session. So I'll be just creating a new file, that is I'll just make it as oops4.python file. So you can just see it has been created as a p. I need to just make it as .py file. Okay, so once I created with the oops4, so now let's see what is inheritance first. So what is inheritance? So let's I'll just check what is inheritance inside the YouTube. I'll just tell inheritance in Python. So what is inheritance? You can see inheritance in Python. Inheritance is a powerful feature of the object oriented programming, as it is object oriented concept, and it is a new class which is no modification to an existing class. The new class is called as a derived class. So here there will be two things. One is a parent class and one more is a child class. So in the child class, all the functionalities of the parent class we can see, and you can just pass the parent class to the child class. So you can see the new class is called as a derived. We will be deriving that, we call it as a child class, and it is inherited from the parent class. So basically it will be inherited from the parents. So if you take an example, if you just take an example of a human being, so I am the person, so I am born from my parents, right? So all of the functionalities of my parents, either my father or a mother blood matches with my blood group, and it might match a nose, and it might match color, and a number of we can characters, behavior, everything I have inherited from my parents. Same way in the programming, there will be a parent class and there will be a derived class, that is call it as a child class, and we extract all the properties of the parent class to the child class. So let's see how we can declare the particular stuff. So I'll just tell here as a class. So I'll just tell a class parent over. I'll just give it the simple example, that is a parent class. So let's create a class name as parent. Okay, so I'll just create a class name as a parent. So after creating a class name as parent, I'll just declare something. So the number of people, I'll just tell number of people is equal to 5. I'll just create a number of peoples inside a parent class or the 5. Okay, so this is one class. So now I'll create one child class. So that is, we call it an inheritance. Let's see how we can apply the inheritance to the child class. So I'll call it is a class. I'll just tell it is a class child. It is inherited from where? I'll just pass this parent class over here. So I'll just pass this parent to this child so that it access all the property. I don't know why it's not working. I'll just tell parent, parent. Okay, so I'll just pass it over here. So that is I'm just accessing all the properties of the class parent. So I will just create a colon and I'll just come back into the indentation. So I'll tell what is the child. I can just say something like what I can just say, I'll just tell simply, I'll just give it as a pass over here right now. Okay, so now you can see in the previous video, so in the previous session I taught you we have class employee, we have constructor, we have one method, and we have one class method, I have a static method. So you can see I created two variables, that is emp1 and another emp2. So now let's create same objects now. So I'll just create one object for the parent class. I'll just tell here my parent. I'll just tell mother. I'll just keep it the object name as mother. Mother is equal to mother is the object of the parent. Okay, so again I'll just create father. Father is also an object of the parent, as you know. So I'll just tell declared a two objects. I created an object 1 as a mother and object 2 as a father over here. So next I need to create no, I'll just tell I'll create now object for the children. So I'll just tell object for the children now. I'll just create an object for the children. So I'll just tell child child. I'll just tell child 1 is equal to. So I'll just tell child 1 is equal to. Now I want to create an object of the child now. So I'll just tell, now I'll just directly declare the child over here. Okay, this is a objects of the parents, and this is the objects of the class child. So I'll just create a class child. So again I'll just create there. I think there are two childrens. So this is a children 1 and a children 2. So I'll just tell they are the two childrens of the mother and father. It is a parent class. Okay, so I'll just create something like this. So I created a parents, I created a child, and I created this one now. So now let's create a few of the properties. Now let's create a few of the properties. So I want to create something like I'll just pass two things over here. So that is a parent's name and another parent. So what I can just pass here is I'll just tell about I'll just tell the parent one function. I'll just create one function over here. So before creating a function, let me pass the name and particular what I can say role. Okay, I'll just tell name and role. I'll just pass two things. So first I'll pass the mother name over here. I'll just tell pass the mother name as I'll just pass anything like I'll just call mother. So I'll just give one name over here. Okay, so I'll just tell here Zoya. Okay, so the parent mother name is Zoya, and I'll just tell she is a mother. I'll just describe the role over here, and I'll just describe her age. I'll just describe her age as 30. Okay, so mother name, what is the role, and a name I'm just passing. So sorry, the name and what is her the mother or a father, and I'm just passing the age. Same way I'll just pass it for the father too. I'll just tell father to I'll just tell Arhan. I'll just tell he is a father, and his age is 40. I'll just give it as 40 something. Okay, now it will be more. I'll just give it as 32. Okay, so I'll just tell the mother and a father. I'm just passing the three arguments, that is a name and a what is the role and what is the age of it. So as I am calling I'm passing three arguments to a parent, that is a class parent. So I need to create, basically I need to just create what? First I need to just create a init constructor. I need to just create a constructor to it. So as you know, so first it will take as an argument, self argument, then I'll just tell what is the name, then I'll just tell what is the role of it, and I'll just tell what is the age of the person. Okay, so these are three things. I'll just pass it. So then as you know, so how we have declared in the last session, we have seen how we need to just initialize it. Self.name, self.company, same I need to initialize same as it is over here in the oops store. I'll just tell the self.name is a name, and I'll just tell again the self.role. I'll just declare it as a role over here. I'm just initializing the instance variable for the class. Again I'll just tell self.age is equal to age. Okay, so now we have created three names, and these names are just going pass over here. I'll just pass as a constructor over here. Right, done. So this is the one thing is done. Now I want to just create one more method. I want to just create one method. I'll just tell details. I'll just tell parent details. I'll just tell parent, 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 details, details. So was this function will take self as argument, as you know, as it is in the class. So once I declare the class, what it is going to do here, it will return a string. So it will return the name. So I'll just tell parent, parent, name is, I'll just pass the name over here. I'll just tell pass self.name over here, and I'll just put a comma, or else I'll just put it into the new line. So as the parent name is this one, then what is the role? I'll just tell a role. I'll just tell the role is, again I need to just pass. I'll just tell sclf self dot, what is the name? So name I'm just passing here. I'll just pass self dot role. Again I'll just pass into the new line. So I'm just passing the name, role, and age. I'll just tell age is something, self dot age. Got it? So you can see here we have passed the parent details. What this function does, it will just print, it will just return as the value the parent name, what is the parent role, and what is the age of the parents. Okay, so it is what it is, it will be doing it, and I'll just print it into the new line. Okay, so now I'll just save this program. So as you know, so you can see I created a constructor, I created a parents details now. Okay, done now. So once it has been done, now what I need to do, again same thing, I'll just pass it to it here also. I'll just pass it same thing for the children also. Okay, I'll just pass children name. I'll just tell print children name is a Sai, and again I'll just pass children name as a Sai. Again I'll just pass few other objects also here. So the child name is a Sai, and he is a son. Okay, and his age is 22. Again I'll just pass he is expert in coding. I'll just tell he is expert in coding. Okay, he is a son. Again same way, I'll just copy one more thing. I'll just tell pass here, I'll just tell Anis over here, and again I am also a son. I'll just tell 23 something. Again I'll just tell I'm expert in programming. Okay, programming. So think like we are the children of the parents, and that is a parent, mother, and aunt. So that it can be anything. So now we are at two children, that is child 1 is one object and child 2 is a 2 object. So it can be a number of things. Just I am explaining you for the better understanding, and I have just taken this example. Okay, so now let's see now. So let's save this one. So now once it has been done, so as it is, so once we have set, as we have no, once we have been declared a constructor, same way you need to declare a constructor as it is over here in the parent class, sorry, in the child class. So what I am passing here, I'm just passing self, name, role, and age. One more argument I'm just passing it. What is I'm just passing? I'm just passing expert. So let's tell hobby. I'm just passing one hobby over here. Okay, so let's copy same as it is. I need to just tell self dot hobby is equal to hobby. Okay, I'll just remove this pass now. I'll just save it. So now I created a constructor for this child class. So as it is, we have to declare a constructor whenever I create a class. For that, when you are passing the arguments. So once it is done, so I want to just print, same as it is. I want to print the child details. Again I'll just paste same as it is. I'll just fix this indentation. So please fix the indentations properly. So this is the, in this manner it should be there. Okay, so now once it is been done, so you can just see now what it is done here is the parent details. So I don't want parent details, right? I don't want parent. I want to just print something. What I want to just print child details. Okay, so I want to print the child details over here. So let's tell child name is self.name, self.role, and age is this one, and one more I need to just pass, that is hobby is, again I'll just pass the self.hobby. I'll just pass this hobby over. What is the hobby of it? It will return this particular thing. Okay, so this is the one thing I have been declared now. So now what I need to do here is one thing I need to declare, that is I want to create same function here. So see, we have a function that is a parent details. I want to declare one more function, same function here also. Okay, I want to declare same function. I want to print his parent details also. Okay, so it will print, it will take self as an argument, and it will print parent name is a self.name, and role is a self.role, and age is a self.age. So this will be, suppose like suppose these have two things, like suppose, or else I can just say something like I'll just tell one greeting. I don't want this one to get confused, so I don't want to make you confused. I'll just create one more method. So I'll just create one more method, that is greet, greeting. Greetings. Okay, greeting will take two arguments. Okay, greeting will take greeting will be take only one argument. So what it will print here is, I'll just tell return. It will return good afternoon, good morning. Okay, so this will take good morning, and again I'll just pass only two things here, self.name. Okay, I'll just pass self.name over here. Fine, so I'll just pass one thing, that is self.name. What is good morning, this one, and what I can say, okay, I'll just tell your age turned to, your age is self.age. Okay, this function, what it does, this function is going to give the name. What is the name of anything, like what are the object I am passing, that name it will be just giving it, and it will just give it will return the name. Again I want to just print same name here also. I want to print this greeting here also, that is def greeting is equal to same. It will, I have a two method, that is same method, into the two different classes, that is one in the parent class and one more in the child class. So now, as you know, I'll just once again I'll just declare, I'll just make it as for you. So one thing I'll just tell again, I created a two class, that is a parent class and a child class, and a child class parent class is getting imported, and here I have a variable and I have created a constructor. Here I have declared a to method which is going to print the parent details and greeting. In the child class, again I've declared a constructor. It is having a child, whatever the child, what I can say, child details, it will just going to print, and we have it greetings over here. Okay, got it, done. So now done now. So I'll just save this much. So let me run the program. Anything I can just see in my terminal. Let me check whether all the things working fine or any indentation or error I have. You can see I don't have any error now. So once we don't have any error, so now I want to first print, I want to just print what is the mother. Now I want to just print the mother objects. So let's tell print, I just tell mother dot. So you can see what all I can just print. I can print the mother age. I can print the mother age, mother name, and mother, what I can say, mother role. Okay, so age, and even I can print the greetings also. I can call the greetings also, and I can print the number of peoples, and I can just print the parent details. So let me call this parent details function. I want to print what is the details of her. So in the mother, I am passing Zoya, mother, and 30. So let me save it, and if I try to print that thing, so you can see one thing that you can just see. What you can see, nothing, right? Where is here? So you can see parent name is Zoya. Can you see parent name is Zoya? Perfect. And role is a mother, and age is a 30. I can able to print it, right? So you can see I can able to print the function of this parent details of the class parent, because the parent class I have created an object, that is mother object. Okay, so same way, let me check. I can print a father details, that is I'll just tell father dot parent details. Let me say, you can see parent name is Arhan, role is a father, and age is 32. Done. Can I print the number of people? Can I print the number of people? Father dot number of people. So as father is a object of a parent, in the class parent we have a number of people. Can I able to print that one? And the program, you can see I can able to print that is 4. It is working fine. There is nothing new as compared to the previous session, right? So the main concept here I wanted to say here is inheritance. So inheritance, now the concept comes now. So this, you know, this is normal, that is just I'm printing the parent details, right? So that is I'm just printing the parent class details. Now let's come back to the child and let's try to print now. Now I want to print the child. Now I want to just tell print child 1. So that is child 1, that is Sai dot. Now I want to print what is the Sai's parent details. If I try to print Sai's parent details, you can see what I'm getting. I'm not getting the parent name is Sai only, because we are passing the name of a Sai. So I can just pass in this manner. So what I can say is, because that is not convenient. So how it works means is child dot parent parent details means, so you can see parent details function is also working, that is, but it is taking the name is over here. Okay, it is not taking the child details. So you can see as I have passed child, that is I am passing 4 arguments, right? I am passing a 4 argument, but child has how many? Okay, I am child also having a 4 argument, but parent details has only 3 argument it is taking, that is name, role, as well as the age. As this particular class is inherited by a class child, so that it can access all the properties of the parent. I mean to say, I created a child 1 for the child class, that is I created a child class, the object child 1. So child 1 object can run all these functionalities. Along with that, child class has ability to run all these functionalities as well, because child is inherited by the parent class. So all the properties is been granted access to the child. That is what I mean to say. So now let me check. Now I create an object for the child. Let me try, can I able to access the number of people from the parent class? That will be the convenient, right? So now I'll just tell child dot number of people. Can I do this? Save it on the program. You can see I am able to access the particular number over here, so that I can access all the properties. Now can I access the greetings of the child? Let me check. If I try to print child 1 dot greetings, I want to print the greetings. So what I'll do here is, here I'll just pass one more argument. Your age is name. Again I'll just pass here HOBBY. I'll just tell hobby is, I'll just tell self dot hobby. Okay, so you can see one thing now, two functions also same, def greeting and def greeting, but here hobby is going to print inside the child class. Now here there is no hobby. Let me check. When I try to print child1 dot greeting and I try to print as child1 is the object of the class child, that is the derived class of a parent. So whether I able to print this method or whether I am able to get to print this method, let me check. So once I run the program, as you know, it is going to take the greetings method itself. It is going to take that particular class method itself. So what it is going to do means, first it will check whether inside as child1 is an object of a class child, so whether it will check first the method is there inside this child class. Yeah, it is there, that is def greeting, so it is going to print it. If it is not there, suppose I comment out this one, suppose this is not there. Now if it not there, it will just go to this parent class and it will check here whether that function is exist greetings. Yes, it is exist. Then it is going to print this one, good morning, the name and a self dot age. So previously it printed, see, good morning Sai, your age is 22, hobby is coding. It is going to take it. Now if I try to run the program again, now it is not going to print the hobby. It is only going to print good morning Sai, your age is 22. That means it is going to print good morning Sai, that is your age is 22. Got it? So like this the inheritance works. Suppose if it's not there in, suppose this method was not there here also, then I'm just calling greeting. It will throw the error that saying the method is not exist, not even in the parent class as well, not even in the child class. So that is the use of the parent properties. Suppose if I have n number of properties, I can easily access with this child class also. You can say I can able to access it. So as you know, child 2, same things was for the child 2 as well as the father, anything. You can create 100 objects of the child and you can access, for those objects you can access all the properties of the parent class as well. Okay, so that is what the inheritance, and this we call it as a single level inheritance. So inheritance means, you know, we are accessing the properties of a parent class into the child class, that is in the derived class, and I can have all the access to get all the data from the parent class as well. Okay, I hope you have understood this topic, and you can just type coding all these things and try with the different examples. Obviously you will be getting this concept. Okay, so this is about the single level inheritance. I'll just mention it, however, this is the inheritance. I'll just tell here, I'll just tell the single level inheritance. Okay, single level inheritance. So now let's try create oops py dot py file. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. Now I want to create the fifth object.python file. Let's see here what is multi-level inheritance now. So let's see about what is multiple inheritance. Okay, I'll just tell multiple inheritance. Let's see what is multiple inheritance going to do here. Okay, so let's see what is multiple inheritance does. So basically multiple inheritance means we will be creating two classes and we are going to print the particular data. So let's take one different example now. So we have seen about different example of class parent in a class. Now let's try with the different example now. Okay, so let's take one funny example. So I'll just create a class. I'll just create a class bestie. Okay, so she is my best friend class. So I'm just creating a class bestie. So I'll just keep the stars to her. I'll just keep the 5 stars to her. Okay, so this is the bestie. So I'll just create a constructor to it. I'll just create pass now. I'll just write the logic later. So I'll just create one more class now. So I'll just share. So obviously my best friend, my bestie has, obviously I'll be having memories with her. So I'll just create one more class, that is memories. Okay, so I'll just create one more class, that is a memories. So inside a memories, let me see where is my memories exist. I'll just create one more variable. Let me create a place name as Bangalore, Banglory, Bangalore. Okay, So I have a class bestie and a class memory, two classes, two different classes. Now I have different I have declared one star here, and the memories are declared the place. So let's enough for now. So now let's see the multiple inheritance concept now. Sorry, so where is it? Yeah. Let's tell class. Now I want to apply multiple inheritance to these two classes. So I'll tell, so this is a best and this is a memory. So now I'll just create one more class. So I'll just create the particular class name as suppose we think I'm a bestie and I have memories. So think like we both have went to one ride. So we have one went for the long drive. So I'll just tell something I'll just, we did race. I'll just create one class name as a race. So I did a race with my bestie, and at the place where we have a memories on that is our memory. Okay, race and a bestie and a memories. So you'll see now what I applied. So now I'll just create a class here right now. So that's all. This is only the multiple inheritance. So we have a two different classes. Now these two in the previously you can see in the oops code class one, just we are passing one class to the derived class. So the parent and the derived, we are just passing the parent class. But here we are passing the two different classes, that is a class bestie and a class memories over here. We are passing two different classes into the one more class, so that we call it as a multiple inheritance, so that we can pass two different classes, we can just pass it over here. Okay, so that is one thing we need to just have thing now. So now let me explain a little bit broadly to you. Let's see what it will be doing it. I'll just create it like this. So now let me see, I'll just create one constructor here. So as you know, first we need to create a constructor. Let it be anything we are doing it. So this is a constructor. So I'll just pass two things over. I'll just pass a self. I'll just pass what is my I'll just tell what is my bestie name. I'll just tell what is my bestie name over here, comma. I'll just pass what is the bestie name. So what is the bestie name, I'll just pass, and I'll just tell what is her age. Or else I can pass, I'll just pass I'll just tell look. Okay, bestie look, be look. Enough. So bestie name, age, and look. I'm just passing three arguments to it. So what it is going to, as you know, we need to just make sure that is self dot. I need to just declare a name is equal to d name. So I'll just pass the name to it. Again I'll just tell self dot age is equal to bh. I'll just tell bh. Again I'll just pass same as it equals self dot I'll just tell self dot look. I'll just tell look is equal to b look. Okay, so I just passed this constructor. I created a constructor to it. So once the constructor is been created, so let me try next. So this is the one thing is done. Now I want to print her details. So I'll just tell print the details of my bestie. I'll just tell bestie print bestie details. To have that one, I need to pass a self as an argument. As it is a class, now it will return what? It will return a f string, that is it will return the name, age, and a look. I'll just tell my bestie name is what the self dot name. Okay, again in the new line I'm just going to try to print my bestie name is name, and the age is self dot age. Okay, self dot age. Then again I want to just print into the new line, so I will give what is the look. I'll just tell look is self dot look. Okay, self dot look over here. That's it. Okay, so it is going to just print the particular details of my best friend. So this is one thing is done. So let me come back to the one memories over here, right? So think like we went to some place, so where we have we went to the Bangalore, where we have a memories one. So suppose I'll just tell I can just tell what, suppose think we went to a restaurant. Okay, so I'll just tell create one more constructor to it. I'll just create a one more constructor in it, def in it. It is going to take a self as an argument. Let me see here. So I'll just tell where we went. I'll just pass the place name over here. Okay, I'll just tell place where we went. Okay, I'll just tell place name, what is the restaurant name, like that. And how was the food taste over here. I'll just tell taste, how was the taste of the restaurant. Then let me try to add what are the items we ate. Enough, right? Place name, taste, and items. That's it. I'll just tell same as it is. I'll just tell self dot what is the self dot name, place name, right? I'll just tell self dot place name is equal to place name. Again I'll just tell self dot taste is equal to taste. I'm just declaring it. Again I'll just tell self dot items is equal to items. That's it. I created a constructor to it. Same as it is, I want to just print it. I want to just tell print, I'll print memo. I'll just tell print. So what I want to just tell here is I want to just tell print details. Okay, I want to just tell print restaurant details. Restaurant review. Okay, or EVIEW. So we have a memory. We went to a restaurant. I'll just tell. We will just tell. I want to just print what is the restaurant review of it. So what it is going to take, it will just going to take a self as argument. Okay, I'll just return one function here. That's it. I'll just return f string. I'll say I'll just tell restaurant name is, so what the restaurant name is, I'll just tell self dot place name. Self dot place name. I'll just print it on a new line. So then I'll tell what is the items v8. So I'll just tell v8. I'll just tell self dot items. Okay, v8 these many stuffs. Then I'll just tell the taste was. I'll just tell in the new line. I'll just tell the taste taste was. Again self dot taste. Okay, self dot taste. Let me type it like easy. So what we did, just we created two classes, we created a constructor, we created two function, different functions, and we created two methods. So I am taking different examples so that you can understand easily. Okay, okay then. So now we created two things, that is the best details and the return view. So we have this many stuff. That is a restaurant name is name and self dot item is self dot and taste was taste, like that. Okay, so let me create one thing like what I can just do here is let me see what I can do. So okay, enough. So we have created line. So what will let me create in the best race. Okay, we have a race, right? So we have one more class, that is a multiple level class. So let's see where we have did the race. So let's tell we did a race in the Bangalore highway. Okay, Bangalore NS highway. So we did a race on a highway. Okay, we did a race in the highway. So let's tell def. So we did something we did a racing. Okay, so I know it is something funny example. I'm not getting anything into the mind, so I'll just taking this one. So let's tell self dot racing over here. So what as it is inherited by the two classes, that is a bestie as well as a memory, and here I'm creating one function that is a racing. So I'll return here. I'll just tell we return. I'll just create. I'll tell we had a race while coming back. Okay, we have a race on the coming back. Again, I'll just tell. Okay. So here I want to just print what at which place we had it. I'll just tell we had a race at. I'll just tell we had a race while coming back at Bangalore NS highway. As you know, I'll just pass self dot place over here. Okay, self dot place. I'll just pass the self dot place over here. Okay. So now you can see we created a race bestie and a memories. We have a racing. So now we have declared these many stuffs we have done now. So let me try to print the particular details. So let me try to print the particular memories, how it is related now. So now coming back to the concept, so that is a multiple inheritance. So now as you know, we are just passing two classes to the third class, that is which having multiple functionality. Now what I'm going to do here is I'll just create a object. Now I'll just create object. I'll just tell obj object one. I'll just create one object one for the class memories. Okay, so here I'll just create a class for the memories over here. So I'll just create a class for the memory. You can see it is going to take two argument, place name, taste as well as the item. So now what I'll do, object, okay, I'll just create a place name. So place name I'll just give it as I'll just place name is cherry something. I'll just give, and I'll just tell taste was awesome. Okay, what are the items we had biryani. Okay, we had a biryani over here. So one object I created for the memories. So now I want to create one bestie over here. I'll just tell bestie. I'll just create a bestie object. So here I'll just create memo. Simply I'll just keep it as memory. Okay, so that it should be not confusing. So I created one bestie. So it is a bestie class. I'll just tell bestie. He is a class of bestie. So I'll just give my bestie name. So I'll just give the bestie name as suppose Sai. Sai is my bestie, and I'll just tell age. His age is 25 something, and he looks handsome. Okay, hand son is some. Done. Handsome. We created a class handsome now. So done. So now let me create one drag. I'll just create, we had a race, right? I'll just create a race is equal to, this time I'll just create a this race one. If I open this one, you can see what it is taking. You can see here. Here, as you know, we don't have any class, so that we don't have any constructor here yet. But we are declaring a bestie as well as a memory, right? We are just declaring the bestie and memories. So here you see name, age, and look it is taking. That means age, name, and look it is taking. That means it is accessing the constructor of the parent class. It is just accessing the constructor of the parent, the first class, which class you are mentioning it, that particular class variables we need to pass it over. You can see class race. Here I need to just pass the particular age, look, and that thing. I'll just tell like this. I'll just tell again, I'll just pass a name over here. So now again I'll just pass a name, Anis. Okay, I'll just tell age 23. I'll just look school. Okay, that's all. I'll just pass it now. Let's see. So as you see, as I am declaring a two things, but it is whenever I am declaring a multiple inheritance, it is going to access the whichever the first class we mentioned, that particular constructor, it is going to take it. Okay, that is what the thing is there. Let me try now. Let me try what is the thing is going to. Let's tell print first. I want to just print bestie. I want to just bestie dot bestie details. I want to just print the bestie details. So if I try to print, you can see obviously bestie name is Sai, age is 25, look handsome. I can access, whenever I create a class bestie, only I can access this particular function itself, and even I can access the stars also. Let me access it. So I'll tell I want to just print my bestie star. How many stars I given to him? I'll just tell I want to just print what is the stars of it. We can see 5 is going to print it. Okay, so it is the bestie stars, it is going to print it. As you know, that is nothing a rocket science. That is just only going to access all this now. I cannot print the place now. I cannot print it. I will show you. So let's tell bestie dot place can access this particular variable here. If I run the program, you can see I am getting an attribute error. We have no attribute place. Okay, so that is why I cannot access it. The particular place is not going to work it. I'll just cancel it. I'll just put a double comment over here. Okay, it is not works. So one more thing. Now coming back to the memories. As memory is also not connected to the bestie. The memories also is not connected to the besties over here, because I am not accessing the particular thing. If I want to access the stars and the bestie details, I need to what I need to do. I need to just inherit like this. I need to inherit like this. When I inherit like this, it will be dealing as a single level inheritance. So when I'm not accessing anything, when I'm having a simple class, then it is not connected with any of the other class. Okay, same way I'll try to print it here. Again, I'll just tell print. If I just tell see print what is the object name I had given for the memories, that is memory. I'll tell memory dot. I want to just think what is the restaurant review. I'll save it. If I run it, you can see I'll be having an error. That is what it is telling, memory object has no attribute name. So let me check what is the 1 2 3. So test name, place name I'm passing, test I'm passing, and is I'm passing. So I need to just give this one place name. I need to give self dot place name. Okay, items and a test. Now it works. If I run the program, you can see the restaurant name is Cherry, we ate biryani, the taste what awesome. As you know, I can access all the properties of the class memories, and I can even print the place also. So as this is the something nothing new, I'll just I want to just print what is the place of this memory we had. The place we went to the Bangalore, and the memories review is, you can see the restaurant name is Cherry, we ate biryani, the taste was awesome, and the memory place is a Bangalore. As you know, we have been printed. That's all. This is nothing. This is just a normal, as you know, we have seen now as so far. Now coming back to this object, the main object is race now. So name is the race is the main object now. I'll just copy this and I'll try to print. I'll just tell print or a race dot. So all I can access. Let me try to print everything. I want to access age. Okay, this is the age it is going to access. Name it is one. It is going to come cool. That we know that no need. So let me try to print something else. I'll just tell I want to print bestie details. So here I am passing name and 22 and cool. So I had a race, but I have a race. Okay, with whom I had a race with my bestie. So that directly I'm accessing the class over here, so that no need of creating a constructor again, so that I can directly call this constructor and I can just directly call these details over here. That is why I am just that is why the multiple inheritance is being used. That is, you can see we are using one thing, that is single level, and multiple will see now. So now if I just try to print res.bestie details, so you can see I can able to see the bestie name is Anis, because Anis is the object we are passing, 23 age and looking is cool. Again, I want to trim what is the race. I want to just tell what is the race we had. We had a racing, right? So I want to print racing also. You can see my bestie name is we had a race while coming back at Bangalore NS highway. Even I can able to print this particular stuff also. Can I print the restaurant review? Can I print this place? Can I just print it? You can see we have a place here also, and we have a place here also. Can I able to print that one? If I just try to print race dot, can I able to print what is the place? If I run the program, can I able to print? You can see Bangalore NS highway. You can see Bangalore NS highway, it is going to take it. If there was a something, I'll just make this as a place memo. I'll just make it this as a place memo. As memories is also been inherited in my child parent in the particular derived class, that is 2parent, can I able to print place memo? Can I able to print? Let me know into the comments. I'll just tell print print race torch place memo. Can I able to print? You can see I can able to print place memo. You can see even I can able to get this particular data also. So it is why it is used of the multiple level inheritance. So now I can able to print restaurant details. Print restaurant details. Can I able to print? No or yes. Let me try. You can see I'm getting here the place name is been not, because here I want to just change the place. Here you know what happens means when I call the restaurant review, it is going to here, it is obviously it is calling, but it is not understanding what is the place name, what is the items, what is the taste. It is not understanding it. Suppose we are passing the same attribute, same name, age and look, name, age and look here also with extra attribute. At that time it was going to print. Okay, but now it is a different method, it's not going to access. Suppose I'll just give it one normal method over. I'll just go to the this, I'll just copy this one, greet. Okay, I'll just pass this one, greetings. So as you know, the name is also there, age is also there, right? So you can see we are passing name also, age also for the race. At that time, what it is going to do here is, it is going to, as we have set it, as we have set the particular name age over here, this is going to pass here. This is going to pass here. Okay, the particular name and it is going to print it. So let me try and show you whether race dot greetings. If I run the program, you can see the output. Good morning, Anis. Your age is 23. Got it? So beautiful it is, right? I can access all the properties of the memories, and I can access all the properties of the class besties into the child class, that is a direct class, that is a race, and we are passing two things. But when we are setting a particular data, at that time I need to set for the first mention, the whichever the class you are mentioning at the first position, for that particular thing you need to initialize the constructor, the name, age and look according to this. Same thing we have passed name, age and look. When we are trying to print this greetings, this name and age is same of the class bestie, which is getting inherited and coming over here, because we are inheriting a multiple inheritance inside the classes. Okay, I hope you have understood better. So if you can just watch the video again and you can just type it into your laptop, you will be understanding. Now you will get the better understanding with this. Okay, so this is about a multi-level inheritance. Now let me try to teach object 6.py. Op6.py. Now let me see you. Let me tell you about what is multi-level inheritance. What is multi-level inheritance? So multi-level inheritance. Let me try to show you what is multi-level inheritance. Just multi-level inheritance. What is multi-level inheritance? Let me check what is multi-level inheritance for you guys. Multi-level inheritance. Okay, so I'll just create one class. I'll just create a class. I'll just create a 3 classes. Okay, I'll just create a 3 class. I'll just create a 3 class, that is a FI RST first year. So let me check what are the first year. I'll just create a class first year. Okay, I'll just create a class first year. So I'll just create a first year. I'll just create normal. I'll just not want to create like this in this way. I'll just create a normally. I'll just what are the first year. So let me try to print for A and C friends only. So there were two. I had a friend in the first year. My friend was Aishwarya. Okay. I'll just create my friend is Aishwarya over here. Okay. So I'll just tell Aishwarya like that. Aishwarya, Harshit, and Aditya, and Anika. Okay. So something I'll just create. This is my like they are my friends in the class 1. Same way I'll just create one more class. I'll just create in my class second year of engineering. Second year is inherited by now what? First year. Okay, now for second year is inherited by the first year. So I'll just inherit all the property. Now I'll just tell second year friends. Second year for A and C friends. Okay, I'll just tell F friends. I'll just tell F friends. I'll just tell S friends. Therefore, second year friends. Okay. So again, I'll just try to print. So for my second year friends, I'll just create. I'll use the different names. So my second year friends, I'll tell Meghana. I'll just tell Amruta. Okay, that's all. I'll just keep it. Now you can see I have inherited it now. Now let me try one more thing. Class third year. So in the third year, I'll just access the second year now. When I do this much, when I do access the second year, at a time second year also it will get access. Even the first year is also inherited. All the first year property is also going to access with this object. Whenever I create an object for the third year, okay, it's very easy. So now I'll just tell the 3 friends, F, F4 and third year friends. That is, I'll just tell another name, or else I can just tell I'll use Akhil, I'll use Chandan. Okay, I'll use Chandan over here. Done. So again, I'll just create one more class. I'll just create a class of a 4. It is 4th year. Okay. So this time I'll just pass the third year properties over here. Third year. Okay. Your friends. Okay. So I'll just tell 4 friends. F4, I, E, and your friends. My best of 4 friends of my engineering. I'll just mention it over here. Okay. So I'll just mention Aditya. Then I'll just mention one more name, that is Meghana. Again I'll just mention Harshit. Again I'll mention Amruta. Okay, they are my best friends of my 4th year. Okay, so now what I'm trying to explain here is, so when I explain first year, it is a normal class. When I create a second year and I'm inheriting the properties of the first year, I can access all the properties of this also and this also. When I'm creating a class third year and I'm inheriting a property of a second year and I'm inheriting properties of a second year, I can access this also. I can access S friend, I can access F friends also. When I create a property object for the 4th year, I can access this, I can access this, I can access this, I can access this. How means 4th year is inherited by third year. Third year it is been coming. Again third year is also inheriting second year. Again second year properties also will come over here. Again second year properties also inherited by the first year. Again all the first year properties also will coming back to my 4th year property, 4th year also. Okay, so like this the things work. That is what we call it as multi-level, level whatever, like let it be 100 levels. When you are accessing, when like it, whatever the classes you are accessing it, if that class is accessing some other classes and that class is also accessing some other classes at a time, all the properties you can print it over here. So let me try to show you. Now let me try to print second year itself. I'll just create one object. I'll just create one object, obj1 is equal to, now I'll just create an object for the second year. I'll just create an object for the second year. I'm just creating an object for the second year. Normal, simple. It is just a simple example. There is no constructor, there is no, I have not used any constructor and all those things because just not to get things. So I'll just create one second year object for second year. Now if I try to print my object one dot, so you can see what are the I can display. I can access the first friends and I can access the second friends, because I can access object is created for the second year. I can access all the friends of this and I can access all the friends of this, but I cannot access the third year friends and I cannot access the 4th year friend. Only I can access second and first year friend. That is what it has been printing. You can say I'll just access the first year friends. Again here also I'll just access the second year friends. If I try to print it, so you can see Aishwarya, Harshit, Aditya, Anika, first year is also coming, and you can see Megan, Amruta has also been coming up the second year now. Okay, so it is one thing that is normally, you know. Now let me create an object, one more object. object 2 for the 4th year. Now I'll just create directly for the 4th year object. I created an object now. Okay, I created an object. Now let me try to print obj2 dot. Now as I said, 4th year is inherited by 3rd year, 3rd year in second, first. Everything is been accessed for the 4th. Now I want to print all the 4 friends now. All the 1st year friends, 2nd year friends, 3rd year friends, and 4th friends. So let's tell, I want to tell object2 dot, I'll just tell object2 dot friends. Again I'll just tell object2 dot, I want to just print 2nd year friends, object2 dot, I'll just tell 3rd year friends. Again object2 dot what? 4th year friends. Can I do this? I'll just remove this column. Yes, I can do that because it is access or it is inherited from all the properties. If I try to run the program, you can see all the data has been going to print it. So this is called multi-level inheritance. That is called as a multi-level inheritance over here. Okay, so this is about the multi-level inheritance. So same this we call as a diamond problem also, like we call it as diamond problem. So diamond problem also I'll just tell you. So what is diamond problem? Now I think I'll tell the diamond what is the diamond problem also. Okay, let's finish the diamond problem according to it. Inheritance we saw. What is inheritance? What is multi-level inheritance? What is multiple inheritance? Let me try to explain you. Oops 7.py. Oops 7.py. Okay, so this we call it as a diamond problem. What is diamond problem? D-I-M-N-D, diamond problem. So diamond problem is basically no need of adding any tension because it is normally same levels, same it is applies like this, same it will come like this itself. So let me take one simple example here. Okay, let me take one simple example. I'll just create class, I'll just create class A. So I'll just create one function inside it. Okay, so I'll just create a class A and I'll just create a def. What I can just tell, I'll just tell diamond A, D-I-M-N-O-N-D diamond. I'll just tell it is a diamond A class function. So which has been taking self as an argument. Basically it is a class, we need to pass it as self. I'll just tell print, simply I'll just going to print. I'll just tell this is diamond A, D-I-M-N-D diamond A. Okay, same as it is, I'll just going to 1, 2, 3. So I'll just tell B. Okay, it is a class B. Again I'll just tell it is a function diamond B. Diamond B. Okay, again I'll just click on all this class C. Again I'll just it is a diamond C. Okay, so now what I'll do here is for the class D, what I'll going to do here is for the class D, I'll create a multi-level inheritance. I'll just create a multi-level. I'll just pass B also, then I'll just pass C also over here. Okay, so diamond I'll just pass it is a diamond, so I need to just change the values here. Okay, basically now what I'll do here is in the okay, in the here I'll just don't create anything. I'll just create password. I'll just create in the diamond C, I'll just create it as a pass. Okay, so in the here I'll just create the function name as, I'll just create only a diamond. Okay, class D is only my diamond, so rest all the class are normal diamond A, diamond B. Here I'll just keep it as a function name as diamond A. So I'll just tell the diamond class of D, diamond D. Okay, so now I'll just save this much. So now what I'll do here is, now I'll just create I'll just create a objects now. I'll just create objects now. So I'll just create objects. I'll just create objects. So you can just A, B, C, D, right? There are the 4 objects. I'll just create A is equal to A. So I'll just create one object. Again here also I'll just create 2 objects. That is a B is equal to, for the class B, 2 objects I created. If I try to print now A dot, so I can say I can print A dot A. That is normally. Again I can just tell print B dot, what I can print with the B dot, I can print the diamond B. This normally it will just print a diamond A and diamond B in my output. If I run the program, you can see okay, it is not printing because I need to call it, right? If I call this, you can see diamond A and diamond, because when I am trying to call as it is printing, I need to just tell A dot diamond A. It will just end at the time none is not going to print it. So let me do it for the main class, that is class D. I want to do it for the main class, that is class D. Let me try. D is equal to, I'll just tell I want to create a diamond class for D. How it works, let me try. I'll just cancel this much. So what I'll do here is, let's see what all the things I can access is. I'll tell D dot. See, I can access a diamond B as well as a diamond. So I can access a diamond B as well as I can access the diamond. Why? Because in the class the B and C are accessible. B and C are accessible. In the C, nothing is there, right? So it is not coming. So B is also accessible. It is all the properties of the B is coming, as well as D is also being coming. You can see if I just tell D dot diamond B, if I just save it and run, we can see diamond B is going to print, because this is going to call. Same way, if I tell D dot diamond, if I just tell D dot diamond, if I just save it, again you can see diamond D is going to print. Okay, so this is how we can just call it. Now one more thing I want to say. Now in my B, so this is normal, a multi-level inheritance. What I'll do, I'll just call in my B, I'll just call A also. I'll call A also. When I'm calling it A, when I'm calling A, now I can access all the properties of the A also, because B is I'm just calling B is also accessible of the A, so I can just access easily. That is also, that is I'll D dot diamond D also I can access. Can I say? If I run the program, I can see diamond A also I can access it. Okay, so that is what you can just access it, all these things. So what happens in the Python program duplicate, like we never use a multiple inheritance when method is overridden in the one of the other class, because it will override the particular methods over here, like that. We never use them so many times like that. So let me try with one more example. Let me teach you with one more example. I'll just directly I'll just paste this program. Okay, I'll just this program I'm just comment out. This is normal. So let me explain you with one more example. This is the one example. We have a class one. Okay, that is we have a function named m. Okay, it is in class one. Again I'll create a class, that is class 2 inherited by class 1. Again there is nothing over here. Okay, basically pass out. So again there is a class 3 and same function name I'm using. See m I am using it. So this class is inherited by the class 1, basically, you know. Now class 4 is inherited by the class 2 and the class 3. Okay, now I'll create a property for the class 4, right? I created an object for the class 4, as nothing it is there. I have class 2 and a class 3. Class 2 nothing, it is not having anything, but class 3 has m functionality. Even class 3 is inherited by the class 1. That means m and m two functions we have, class 1 and class 3. If I try to print object.m, which is going to print, obviously it is going to print the class 3. First it is going to check whether the class 3 it is there or not. If it is not there here, it is going to check here. Okay, so as class 2 is not there, so now suppose I'll uncomment this one line. I'll just uncomment this. Okay, I'll just uncomment. Now my m property is there in the class 2 as well as it is there inside the class 3 also, right? Class 3 also it is there, and even the class 1 it is also there. Now which is going to take, obviously it is going to print in class 2 now. If I run the program, you see it is going to print in class 2. Suppose same I'll remove, if my property is existing, if my property is exist within the derived class itself, object again, when I want to print object, my properties exist, my method is exist in the derived class itself. At that time if I try to print it, it is going to print the class for itself. So you saw how we can go inside the class, and we can find out function. If suppose it is not there here, it is searching into the class 2. If the class 2 it is not there, it is going to search with the class 3. If not there anywhere, it is going to throw the error. So that is, we call it as a diamond problem. The diamond shape, it will just going to search in each and every direction, like whichever the class is connected. So it is what about the inheritance and multi-level inheritance and multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance. We saw the diamond problem. So you can access the video, so you can just access this particular link. Now you can just practice all these stuffs like whatever I have taught today. So now rest of the topics I'll be covering into my next class. So take care, bye bye.